sunshine in the back. Let's move it like this. Oops. Sunday, exception for today, for this week, because usually I'm on Saturday. But yesterday it was a rainy, and as much as I love nature, I don't like to suffer in the rain. So I postponed for a day. Let's see if this works today. I see here some stuff going on, so the sound may be good. Free Canada geese flying over my head. Beautiful day, and many birds calling, chanting, advertising their presence. Many of the sounds I don't know which species they are. Some I do know, like this chirping here in the back. That's most probably let's add an ID later. I'm sitting here at my favorite spot. Let's see a statement clear. On my second favorite spot, because my favorite spot in this park, Parc de la Frayère, is currently knee deep underwater. And I may have to wait a little while longer until I can get there. So, anyone interested in listening to what's going on in Parc de la Frayère? Or should I switch back to Saturday? I'm also a bit earlier today than usual. So it's like 5 p.m. in Europe, 5:20, 5:10 in Europe. Just spotted a canoe or kayak paddler. They like to get here into the park because they can like enter through the forest, which is now still flooded. So this happens when they remove the notification. Anyway, so I see people are getting in. So welcome on the stream. Today I'm again back in Parc de la Frayère. It's beautiful day today. So it's not too warm, it's not too cold. We have no insects yet this time of the year. And it's plenty of birds and animals. I was 5 meters close to a beaver. He's sitting over there. I mean, not really sitting, he's actually sleeping or resting. So it was quite an excitement to visit to the park today. I saw many different birds, too long a list to mention them. So I don't want to get the stream 1 hour long, just mentioning names of birds. I'm sitting on my second favorite spot. My favorite one, hello. Emil Salaita, hello. I'm sitting here on my second favorite spot because my favorite spot, let me show you this, is knee deep underwater. Still flooded here. Although compared to other days, past 2 weeks, I don't see the water retracting. It's more or less the same. But here is What's new this time of the year is the first trees and bushes get their leaves. You see here? The last few streams were like in this early spring period of time where there are no vegetation at all, just migrating birds arriving. But now we are in the vegetation emerging phase, so trees start to have leaves. Here we have also some brown stuff growing. No idea what it is, but it's growing. Here we have no flowers here. They will come soon, but I have not seen any flower yet. The trilliums will get out very soon. I saw the first flower is always the coltsfoot. It's a yellow flower that's every year here in Montreal. The first flower that you can see. I think I was disturbing over there a nest of Canada goose, but they are gone. Over there I have two ducks. Let's ID them. I will zoom in. I'm getting a little bit closer here to the edge of the water, you see. And I will now zoom in. Over there. Two sleeping ducks. What they may be? Anyone an idea? It's in this picture is quite difficult. Let me move here a bit to the right because I think the female is obstruct. I will confirm later the ID. For me, these are wood ducks. I have a little bit of clear view than you have on this little device. It's you don't see the color of the male, which is on the left. I have here. Oh, now I get both here. But he has a darker head, brown breast, and the female on the right is gray. Definitive ID is when I use my camera. But I think it's pretty clear here for me. I hope you can confirm my ID. Let me zoom out the back again. Okay. So I was talking about the vegetation that's now getting up. This path soon will be not accessible anymore because of this reactive plant. It's like a green, large, large leaf plant that you can get allergic reaction if you touch it. I once was doing a macro video recording, and for some stupid reason, I touched it and then touched my eye. That was a horrible time. I was like a week or so, barely able to see something. Over there, we have nature passionate children getting close to the creek. Let me show you here a little bit more flooded forest. So my favorite spot is over there, but as I mentioned before, knee deep on the water. No chance to get there now. Now we have our Canada geese. Here we don't play the ID game. It's obvious what they are. You can hear the male honking. Foraging. Foraging is a good sign. Honking is, I'm here, don't get closer. On the right, we have the female. It's like, this is the closest you can get, honk. He's, because he's foraging, that tells me he's kind of stress-free. He just advertise from time to time that I should keep my safe distance, otherwise he will has a choice to make. And the choice is either get out of here or I'm out. And I don't want to disturb. The female now is moving on. I saw today the moorhen that arrived. That's usually a very common here. Common in the sense of they are always here. There are not many of them, like maybe two couples breeding in the Parc de la Frayère. Let me get out of the Zoom so you don't get headaches. Can anyone confirm sound is okay? It looks here we have like a little plane flying over, so even the Canada geese shut up. With a double plane, big one getting to the airport of Montreal International Airport, and the smaller one went up north. I will sit down. So moorhen is always here in this park, and I haven't seen them. Let me back here. I haven't seen them last weekend, so they just arrived. Now we don't want to see my jacket. Here we are. So they must have arrived this week. I saw 3 of them, but sometimes it's difficult to see if it's same. At least I saw 2 together. That means 2, and the other one was like kind of away. So I assume they were 3, just close to the pond. Let's do the ID game again. There's a bird quite close. So let's see if we can ID that on stream. It's a question that if I can get an acceptable view of the bird so that I can zoom in with the camera. It looks not, it's like behind the trees. Let me show you this. I have to get up here slightly. Oh, it just disappeared behind the tree. Let's give it a moment. Maybe it comes out on the left side. And then we can ID. If I stand up and walk, it will be gone. There are now 2 species, but I heard here on the back a woodpecker. It's here. It's a male. So let me get closer here. Maybe you hear he's tick, 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 tick. Here you are. plain sight. There are two very similar ones and extremely difficult to ID on photos because the one characteristic you look at when you ID these woodpeckers is the length of the beak in proportion with the head. If it's less than half of the head, it's a downy. And if it's about the length or 2/3 of the head, it's a hairy. But when you know the hairy is like 1/3 larger than the downy, and if you have some reference from memory or you see them, luckily you see them side by side, easy to ID. It appears to me a male. I don't, because he has like a light red patch on the back, which means that this noise now is definitively not a advertisement call. I'm here. This is really, oh, I'm hungry. Get out, little. And they call it a little lunch. Somewhere you are hidden here. Get out. Get me the snack. I mean, I'm an observer. I actually can sit hours just watching animals do. It's like watching documentaries at home, but multimedia. So you hear them left, right, above, below, or behind, in front of. You see them, and then it comes like a little sport. Do I know this species or not? Then comes my collection. Do I have a good photo of this species or not? And so on and so on. It's a little bit shaky. I'm sorry about this, but it's handheld with a gimbal that does sometimes what he should do, keeping the camera static. And most of the time it doesn't do what it should do. But let's listen to his. Oh, away is away. Now he's gone. Okay, so let's go back to our other ID, but the bird is gone, so that's it. Let me zoom out. Any questions today? Any comments? Anything you want to ask me about this park? Oh, here we are. Okay, let's do the ID game. White ring around the eyes. What you don't see right now is the color of the breast. You had a short view. It's a very common bird. And it's also a name, first name. Oh, here we are. Anyone an idea what that could be? It's an easy one. There are actually two of them. So this one is the closer, and then over there. Let me get here. You see, now there you see the breast, like orange, brownish breast, which can be very orange, almost yellowish. I don't know why that is. Diet, where are you? I lost you. Ah, it's like here, be hidden behind. Or dark brown, and it's the American robin. Here, let's zoom in here on the one here below on foraging. That's they like this kind of areas, but they are also how do you call at forest borders near agricultural zones, not just wetlands like we have here. So, and the other thing to notice, I observed that they change diet from in winter they eat like these fruits, and now they are particularly interested in worms and insects. I saw once. Now we have like this tool here. I don't think that you can separate, differentiate between male and female. And now we have two American robins in the view. Now one is gone, the other one is still there. I have some visits here, but let's not disturb. Let me sit down for a second so I can. Oh, here. Other ID game. You see it? Long tail, brown, long tail, brown. Now it's second arrived. There's even some preening. And to ID this species, you just saw it very clearly. Look at a brown patch on the breast. You see here. Oh, he is actually getting very close. Song sparrow. Anyone got it right with me? So we had on stream wood ducks. Then we had downy woodpecker. Now afterwards the American robin, and here now we have the song sparrow. Oh, this is very close. Hello, you see now very clearly the brown patch on the breast. Foraging here. I don't have a good video of foraging song sparrow. That's very typical. They walk through this wet, waterish, flooded area and pick up insects they find. I'm always curious how they ID that this is an insect I can eat, yummy, yummy, or this is a piece of wood that I should spit out afterwards. I mean, there are so many questions I always have when I'm watching these animals. So I mentioned I don't have a good video foraging song sparrow. So I will later try, because it looks like this spot is a really good one. And I will try to get a short 15, 20 seconds, maybe longer. On the back, you hear the Canada geese announcing that they are now entering the creek. And meanwhile, I lost view on the camera. So let me find it back. He's behind, not over there, here, a little bit hidden. Now the nesting place here on the back, you see, here are the Canada geese coming. And here on the back, more to the right, is the nesting spot. Now, I don't think that's a real good nesting spot here. And why I don't think so is because here is like a high Canada geese traffic zone. They come in and go out. And every time the male has to tell, oh, here's my home, don't get close. So I don't really think that's a well chosen spot. Anyway, so this was I didn't in my list before what we saw today. I did not list the Canada geese. So now here we go. Let me put down and I'm back. Anyway, so yeah, beautiful day in Parc de la Frayère once more. Many new species arrived and they get more active, so it's plenty time to watch them. And they get more vocal. I'm shut up. Let's listen to the agitated couple Canada geese. You hear this normally the honk, but then you have the like this lower long. That's when you hear that. Sometimes it's like goes close to a hiss, then back off. I mean, they're not anxious, but we don't want to disturb them, no? So that's usually when they say, now you are too close and even can move towards you. But we are not a problem now. For me, I'm not a problem. It's because, oh, here they are coming closer. So I have to tell, here I am. Let's not get too close or I will back up, back up, back off. Oops. Do I get it on camera? Here. Washing. Now, kind of on the back. I think birds are incredible smart. Uh, action, action. I don't have them in camera. Oh, they go out here. Because over there, there's another couple arriving. Here, you have it now on the view. And that's their home. What I hear now is like this chatter, which is beyond the honk you hear sometimes male advertising their presence. This is communication between the two couples. I don't know. I mean, I'm here. That's my home. Get out. Or oh, how was your summer? How was your winter in Florida? I don't know. You can make stories. Sometimes it's more obvious what the sound means. But let's say, how was your winter in Florida? I'm now back here. I love this place. So, and the other one, you were in Florida. I was in Mexico. Anyway, so you can make up some stories if you are creative. and the other side is more my biological education in the back. I'm studied animal behavior, is territorial dispute, and just to keep them now during this time of the year when they are breeding, incubating the eggs, and raising up the goslings, so that in this time they try to get any competition or disturbance out of their secure or territorial area where they have the nest. So we are 30 minutes in. I have some steady watchers, so thank you for being here. Next, we will, I will do that stream for the next 4 or 5 weeks because we are now. I let them speak for me. We are now in this phase of the spring where the vegetation emerges, more insects arrive, and the main breeding activity starts. They are very close to two couples. I don't know. Oh. Fight, fight, fight. This is like in photography. You have your camera ready, and then you look away, you do something different. And as soon as you do something different, action happens. Let me zoom out. Oh, no, not this one. Zoom out. Here it is. Somehow they are stubborn. They don't want to leave the area where they have the nest. So here we have now. I will concentrate a little bit more on showing the animals than watching. So now, yeah, now the male has the neck down. When you see that coming on you, that's time to back off. Oh, sorry. Now he shows some this washing behavior. I don't think that's actually washing. It's kind of exit from the aggressive stance. Some washing and then flipping the wings. In animal behavior, you call this like a behavior or a sequence of behavior taken from one area, which is cleaning, maintenance, feather maintenance, and applies it to another situation like this interaction with the other couple. Because they have like their repertoire, and sometimes they use one sequence in another circumstance. Okay, now the action is over, and it's time for me to get off. I will be watching, recording animals all day long. I already had some really spectacular recordings this morning, and I will continue today. Don't expect any rain, so it will be a full day of recording and taking photos. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you next week. Let's see how this park looks in a week in this very strong changing period of the year. Have a great Sunday and a great start to the week. Bye bye.